Hi students, welcome back. Let's start with geometry. Alright, let's begin with the chapter lines and angles. Now you are in class 7, so it is nothing new. You are already familiar with lines as well as angles. First, let's understand what are angles. Now you see two rays here, correct? There's one ray here and one ray here. Now this, when you put together, it gives you an angle. This is called as the arm of an angle. Alright, this too is another arm, and this point is called as the vertex. Right children, have you understood? Alright, how do I name my angles? Okay, how do I name these angles? For example, if I say, let this be A, I'll mark this as O and this as B. Now when I name this angle, we put it this way. This is called as angle AOB. Angle AOB. I can also say it as angle BOA. Or as you go further and you understand angles, you can simply say it as angle O. Have you understood? So, first let's understand AB of the angle is your arm. OB is also another arm, and O is your vertex. Right? Alright, then how do I name them? I can either say it as angle AOB or angle BOA or simply angle O. Suppose if I change this. Now let me just say it as Q, P and R. Then children, how do I name this angle? Can you try it for me? Alright, let's say it together. Now the first will be, I can say it as angle QPR, right? Or I can say it as angle RPQ, or you can simply name it as angle P. So have you understood? Now let's move on to the types of angles. Next, let's try to understand the types of angles. You already know and you are familiar, so just let's revise. Now, when you see this angle itself, children, you know what this kind of an angle it is. Can you please tell me what it is? Yes, this is a right angle. Correct? This is a right angle. Now, what do I mean by a right angle? An angle whose measure is 90 degrees is called a right angle. Now when I say whose measure means when I take my protractor and I keep it on this angle, it measures 90 degrees. So this angle is called as a right angle. So what would I write? Angle AOB is equal to 90 degrees. Clear? Now similarly here, when you look at this itself, you know what kind of an angle it is. See, if it was straight, children, this would have been 90, correct? Now if I have here a line, correct, let's just say a line here. Now this is your 90 degrees, correct? Now this is less than 90 degrees. So an angle whose measure is less than 90, then those angles are called as acute angles. Right? So this is an acute angle. Why? Because when you keep the protractor the measure will be less than 90. So you have 50 degrees, say 60 degrees, or say 85 degrees. All these are called as acute angles because they measure less than 90. Likewise, if you see this, now this is more than 90. So an angle whose measure is more than 90 is called, what is it? Right, obtuse angle. Children, it is very easy to understand when you just look at the shape. This is 90, right? This is an acute angle. So I can say, for example, let's say this is 60 degrees. So I can say angle POQ is 60 degrees. So it is less than 90. So it is called as an acute angle. And this angle XOY, whatever the measure may be, more than 90, say 91, say 92, 108, 150. But remember, it should be less than 180 degrees. We'll come to that also. So this is called as an obtuse angle. Children, after acute, obtuse and right angle, let's come to this angle. Now, this is a straight line and this is also called as your straight angle. What do I mean by saying a straight angle? An angle whose measure is equal to 180 degrees is called a straight angle. Now, you know your 90 degrees, isn't it? So, suppose then children, I draw a line here. Correct? Now, this gives me a 90 degree. Correct? And then, if I keep this side, this also gives me a 90 degree. A 90 plus 90 gives me 180 degrees. So, you get this straight line. Correct? So, a straight line measures 180 degrees. So, an angle whose measure is 180 degrees is called a straight angle. Now, have you seen this children before? Yes, you have, isn't it? This is called as a reflex angle. What do I understand by reflex angle? See, the angle is not inside, but it is outside. An angle whose measure is more than 180 degrees. It is more than 180 but less than 360 degrees is called as your reflex angle. I'm sure you have understood this. Now let me practice a few sums with you when I do the exercise. So let's start with the exercise. Alright, now let's move on to exercise 17A, right? And let's read the question. Name each of the following angle. Question 1. I hope your textbooks are with you, children. Now let's see this. Name this angle. Now when I see this, what do I understand by this angle? Now what is this? Angle PRQ. Correct? I can write this as angle PRQ. I told you, you can also write it as angle QRP. Correct? I want you to write in all the three ways in your book. So you will write it as angle PRQ. Then you can write it as angle QRP or yes, simply as angle R, isn't it? This is your angle R. So you can name it in all the three ways. Now here, what do I get, children? This will be, now can you tell me, let's do it together. This will be angle YZX, very good, YZX or what is it? XZY, angle, don't forget to say that, angle XZY, or we also say it as simply angle Z, correct? Alright, so I leave the third one for you. You know how to say it and you will do this. Clear? Let's move to question 2. Alright, question 2, children, of your exercise 17A. Let's read the question together. Classify each of the following marked angles as acute, obtuse, straight or a reflex angle. Let us revise once again. When you say acute, you know that the measure is less than 90 degrees. When I say obtuse, the angle is more than 90 degrees, but it is less than 180 degrees. Always remember this. In an obtuse, your angle is more than 90, but it is less than 180 degrees. A straight angle is equal to, correct, what is it? 180 degrees. When you say reflex, I told you, understand the hint. The angle won't be inside, right? It will be outside your angle. That means the angle is more than 180, but it is less than 360 degrees. So now, just looking at it, let's understand how to classify them. Now, when you see this itself, children, you know. See, if it was straight, it would have been 90s. Now, this is a broad angle. It is this side. So, what is this? This is an obtuse angle. Correct? So, your first one is a obtuse angle. Let's move on to the second one. What do you think this is? Now, when you have a square box, children, alright, and nothing is written, immediately you understand that this is 90 degrees. So, this is a right angle. Whenever you see a straight line in any form and you see a square box-like thing, remember it is a right angle. Looking at that itself, you know it is narrow, right? So what is this third one? This is an acute angle because it is less than 90 degrees. Now, what do you understand here? What do you see? The angle is not inside. Please remember, it is not like this as you normally tend to see, isn't it? This is outside. So what angle is it, children? This is a reflex angle. This is your fourth one. The fifth one is again right. It is an obtuse angle. And the last one, I'm sure by now you know what it is. It is outside. So it is a reflex angle. Clear? Have you understood? Let's move on to question 3. Okay, let's read your question, children. Classify each of the following as acute, obtuse and reflex angle. Let's revise the definition. Acute, less than 90 degrees. Obtuse, more than 90 but less than 180. And reflex is more than 180 degrees but less than 360. So let's classify. 103 degrees, children. So what do you think it is? This is an obtuse angle. Why, children, is it an obtuse angle? Because it is more than 90 degrees. Yes. Next, 88 degrees. What is it? This is an acute angle. Why is it an acute angle? This is an acute angle because it is less than 90 degrees. So now you know what is 10 degrees. Again, this is an acute angle. Alright, now we have 200. What is it? This is a reflex angle. And can you tell me why? Because it is more than 180 degrees and less than 360 degrees. 89.5 less than 90. So this is a acute angle. Correct, children? Have you followed? So what do you think 105 will be? 105 is an obtuse angle. I am not going to write. Now you are going to write this and show it to me. 176. This is a this is an obtuse angle. Why? It is less than 180. Correct? So, but more than 90. So this becomes an obtuse angle. And 182. This is a reflex. Why? Because it is more than 180. I'm sure you've understood. Let's move to the next question. Now, let's read question 4, children. An angle is 30 degrees larger than a straight angle. Find the angle. Now, children, you know what is the measure of your straight angle? Your straight angle measure is equal to 180 degrees. So they say an angle is 30 degrees larger. So that means larger than your straight angle. 180 plus 30 degrees. Isn't it? So what do you get? 180 plus 30 gives you 210 degrees. Right? So this is your answer. So which is the angle? Your angle is 210 degrees. So it is 30 degrees larger than your straight angle. Clear? Let's move on to the next question. Let's read question 5, children. At 5 o'clock, the hands of a clock make an obtuse angle and a reflex angle. Find the measure of each of these angles. So children, let's understand first hours and degrees. Okay? Now, 5 o'clock also means 5 o'clock. Remember, also means 5 hours. Okay? So, remember, 1 hour is 30 degrees. 1 hour is 30 degrees. So, 5 hours will give you how many degrees? So, when I cross multiply, I get 5 to 30, that is 150. Correct? So, this becomes my obtuse angle, isn't it? So, what is my obtuse angle? My obtuse angle is 150 degrees. So, when your clock is at 5 o'clock, this angle will give you an obtuse angle. Now the remaining is your reflex we need to find out. What is the meaning of reflex, children? You know. It is less than 360. Your clock is round. You have seen, you have taken the obtuse angle. Now you want the remaining part of it. So to find the reflex angle, you will do it as 360 minus the remaining 150 degrees. So 0, 1 and 2. So your reflex angle is 210 degrees. Is this clear? Have you understood? Let's move to the next question. Now question 6, children. Let's read together. At 10 o'clock. Now you know 10 o'clock means 10 hours, right? The hands of a clock, and I've also drawn it for you. The hands of a clock make an acute angle. So this is your acute angle, and it also makes a reflex angle. Find the measure of each of these angles. So see here, this is your acute and this is your reflex angle. Now you have already learned in the previous question. You have hours and degrees. 1 hour gives you 30 degrees. So 10 hours will give you how many degrees? Cross multiply. So 10 into 30, whatever you get. Now 10 into 30 would give you 300, right? So identify what kind of an angle is it. Is it an acute or is it a reflex angle? Then I will not do this, children, and then you know how to find out your acute angle. You will take 360, minus it with your reflex angle, that will give you your acute angle. Clear? Let's move on to the next question. Alright children, let's read question 7. Question 7 says, how many degrees are there in? Now your question 1 is 2 right angles. Children, you know, 1 right angle is 90 degrees. So 2 right angles will be, you can do it as 90 multiplied by 2 or 90 plus 90. So 2 right angles is equal to 180 degrees. Correct. Let's read the second one. How many right angles you have in 1/6 of a right angle? 1/6 of a right angle means 1/6 into 90. So when I reduce, 6 ones are 6, 6 ones are 6, 7, 8, 9, 3. This is my remainder. 6 5s are 30. So that is going to be 15 degrees. Clear? Now next, I have 1/2 of a right angle. 2 ones are 2 plus 1. 3/2 of 90 degrees. So when I reduce, let me rewrite this upon 2 into 90. When I reduce, 2 ones are 2 4s are 8, 9, 1, 2 5s are 10. So I get it as 45 into 3, that is 3 5s are 15, 3 4s are 12, 13, 135 degrees. Clear? Next, we have 2/5 of a straight angle. How are you going to do this? 2/5. Your question 4 says just a straight angle. You know the value of it. What is the measure of a straight angle? 180 degrees. Correct. So the last sum, the 5th one, is 2/5 of a straight angle. So what do you do, children? 2/5. By now you know what to do. Next, put multiply. Straight angle means 180 degrees. So when I solve this, 2/5 into 180, it also means 180 upon 1 if you wish to write. 5 ones are 5, 5 3s are 15, 16, 17, 18, 3. So I get this as 5 6 are 30. So when I multiply, 36 into 2, 2 6 are 12, 2 3s are 6, 72 degrees. Correct? So have you understood, children? With this, I wind up for today as exercise 17A part 1. The remaining sums we'll do in lines and angles part 2. See you in the next class. Bye for now.